Talk. I am your host, Mishumaa Saba, M. Saba, and this is our Cultural Variety Podcast. Stay tuned. And welcome to our podcast, the Cultural Variety Podcast show. And tonight is our Wednesday night sports night. That's right, our Wednesday night sports night, where we like to discuss the different intricacies that goes on in the world of sports. I am your host tonight. My name is Mishumaa Saba, M. Saba, and this is the Cultural Variety Podcast show, Wednesday night sports, Coffee Talk Podcast. How y'all doing tonight? How are y'all doing tonight? I feel good. I'm feeling good because we're on time this week. Yeah, yesterday we had a show on Tuesday to make up for our Sunday, Monday issue. And I don't want to say that we missed that day, but we had some technical difficulties. But we did fix it up on Tuesday. So definitely check out yesterday's show. It was a great show for our cultural studies night. So definitely check out yesterday's show if you haven't done that. Today is January 24th, 2024. And I'm just happy that we're back, man. You know, some days we do miss, man. It's tough. It's winter time. Although we're having a great winter, they say we having an El Nino winter. Whatever El Nino is, I guess it's a warm weather. So no appreciative of that, especially here in the Twin Cities, man. We don't really have this type of weather come around too often. You know what I mean? I think the last time we had weather like this might have been 50, 60 years ago, where we caught a January that was so moist, so warm, cool. You know what I mean? But yeah, a lot of people are enjoying it. I know I am, man. I love when I don't got to start my car in the morning. Yeah, it can get cold, man. You don't have no electric starter here in Minnesota, man. You can get cold out there trying to dig your car out of that snow, man. 3 to 5 inches deep sometimes. You know what I mean? Man, I'm being serious. But listen, if this is your first time tuning into the show, Coffee Talk Podcast, we never start our show without giving you the flavor as well as words. These are just affirmations that we like to start our show with, that we like to bless our show with. And of course, we like to always give you some flavor. Flavor can be a drink, flavor can be an affirmation, but you know, it's still flavorful, right? It's us, it's flavor. And we up, right? 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 You're laughing, but we up, right? Right. There we go. There we go. All right, so check it. Um, Today's flavor. First of all, I want to say this, and before I even jump into today's flavor, I just want to ask you, how you doing? How are you doing out there? If you having a great, excellent day, then hit me with a 5 in the comments. You know what I'm saying? Put a 5 up in there, like my cousin Town say, put 5-5 crit, 5-5 crit up in the comments. You know what I'm saying? And then if you are having an okay day, a good day, a cool day, go ahead and give me a 4. Put a 4 in the comments. If you're having an eye day, you know what I mean, one of those days where you're going through the motions, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead and put a 3 in the comments. If you're not having that good of a day, but you made it through, give us a 2 in the comments. And if you need somebody to talk to, definitely drop a 1, man. We definitely are here for you. We'll reach out to you through your DMs if you want to go ahead and leave that information. And we definitely want to be a shoulder for you to lean on and an ear to listen to. You know what I'm saying? All right. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and jump into our show. Tonight's flavor. Because today I woke up and it was not much snow, but it was icy. And if you know anything about the Twin Cities, we have what we call black ice. So you don't really see it all the time. In one step, you can twist your ankle, break a hip, fall down, do something. You know what I'm saying? So it was kind of icy this morning. It might even be icy in the morning. wherever you are in the Twin Cities. So make sure that you are careful. Throw a little bit of that sand out there on your sidewalks or whatnot. Um, but today, because of the weather, today's flavor is black tea. That's right, black tea. So why is the flavor black tea? I'll go ahead and break that down for you. Black tea and the benefits of it, according to the medicineresearch.com, black tea helps improve sleep for those who deal with insomnia. It also has caffeine that can improve your attention and alertness, as well as black tea suppresses the growth of certain bacteria. You know what I'm talking about? So today, on a cold day like tonight, and you're fresh off work, kids is relaxing in their rooms playing the video games, they ain't bothering. Grab you a nice blanket, sit in your nice recliner chair, whatnot, pour you some black tea. And if you don't got no black tea, then I suggest you pour you some water, some wine, a smoothie, a latte, a coffee, a beer, some water, whatever you do. But make sure that when you come on in here, relax, kick your feet up, and enjoy yourself here at Coffee Talk Podcast. Black tea. Like, all right. Next up. Next up is our wise words. Our wise words comes from somebody that Larry Bird, number 33 for the Boston Celtics, once said playing this guy was like playing basketball against God. You know what I'm saying? This guy hails from Raleigh, North Carolina, as far as collegiately, and where he was brought up, raised, I should say. But he was born in New York. I want to say Brooklyn. Let me know. But this person is number 23. Then he switched to number 45. Then he switched back to number 23 because that's how we know him. Today's wise words is from no other than the great Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan once said, I can accept failure. Everyone fails at something, but I cannot accept trying. I'm going to say it one more time. I can accept failure. Everyone fails at something, but I can't accept not trying. Those are the words. Number 23, greatest basketball player to touch the rock, Michael Jordan. All right, all right, all right. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to the show, Coffee Talk Podcast. So let's go ahead and get into it. As we say, we're talking sports. And I woke up with a surprise this morning. I didn't see it coming. But the Milwaukee Bucks of the NBA Basketball League is replacing their coach, Adrian Griffin, after 43 games. That's right, after 43 games and a first half record of 30 wins and 13 losses. They're the second seed in the Eastern Conference. And this guy gets fired. Why? You're in the second place of the Eastern Conference. You're well over 500 in sports. You have 30 wins, 13 losses. And so what's going on out there? Well, reports are that there was tension and struggles within the camp, not necessarily with just players, but more of it was with the GM, with Adrian Griffin and the GM just not uh, seeing eye to eye. They bumping heads, as well as Giannis Antetokounmpo. May I be pronouncing that name correctly, but I like to call him the Greek Freak. And they were just they're upset because they feel that yes, they should be in this position around second place, but defensively, their ranking is around 20 to 24th defensively in the NBA, and you can't win no games if you're not playing no defense. You know what I'm saying? Ask my Timberwolves, who have more ranked defense in the NBA right now, and the number two in the Western Conference. You know what I mean? Big shout out to Ant Man, uh, Big Cat, Rudy, and the boys. You know what I'm saying? So big shout out to my Timberwolves. But I don't want to get off track. Let's talk about the coach that's replacing Adrian Griffin in Milwaukee. Well, the coach that's going to replace him is a guy that talks like this. I just want him to play better. I just want him to do this and score baskets. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened with Memphis. This guy goes by the name of Doc Rivers. That's right. Doc Rivers is signed and sealed. Go ahead and continue this half of coaching the Milwaukee Bucks and for the foreseeable future, unless the owner's going a different direction. But they did hire Doc Rivers to become the Milwaukee Bucks coach. Let's start with the positives. The positives is that Doc Rivers is a winning coach as far as season wise. He has a 59% career wins as far as coaching goes. So damn near 60% of his games or his seasons, he's gonna be victorious. He knows how to go to the right places. Um, However, these are my thoughts on Doc Rivers. My thoughts on Doc Rivers is that Doc Rivers, you're overrated. You're overrated. You have lost 12 playoff series. You have lost 10 deciding games, 7 games. You done again going back to my first statement, you done lost 12 playoff series when holding a series lead. So let's just say for the viewers, let's say you're playing in the best of five playoff series and you're up 3-1. So you really, or I'm sorry, 2-1. You're up 2-1 and you're playing the best of five. So you really just need to win 3. But if you have a coach like Doc Rivers, just because you're up 2-1, you're not safe. You'll blow it. Or let's go ahead and stretch it to a 7-game series. You gotta only win 4 out of 3. You're up 3-0, 3-1. But with Doc Rivers, you're gonna blow it. The team blows it. And so those are just the stats on Doc Rivers' resume. You know what I'm saying? And here's my thoughts, man. Because I'm just not a Doc Rivers fan as far as in the world of sports. We're not going to talk about him personally. We don't try to do that here at Coffee Talk Podcast. We like to support our people and our ancestors as well. Our doctors, our lawyers, our scholars, our poets. We like to do that. You know what I'm saying? But tonight we're talking sports, and so just talking sports, man. I just don't like Doc Rivers. He's very overrated. I think he doesn't have the ear of these young millionaire basketball players anymore. Um, Oftentimes, I think to myself, who do you know, Doc? Or what have you done, Doc, that allows you to continue to get so many chances? You coached at the LA Clippers, you coached at Boston Celtics, which you did win a championship back in 2008. I don't know if it was so much of you versus the facts that the Boston Celtics at that time had Kevin Garnett, they had Paul Pierce, known as the Truth, they had Jesus Shuttlesworth, they also had Rondo, and they also had Big Perk. You know what I mean? Um, Jesus Shuttlesworth, also known as, or his real name is Ray Allen, but we like to call him by a character that Spike Lee created in the movie Above the Rim, called, or I'm sorry, not Above the Rim. Um, Help me with that, y'all. I don't want to go looking for it. I know I could cheat, but help me with the name of Spike Lee's movie. Um, that starred Denzel Washington and Ray Allen. It was about the Stephon Marbury story. So I don't want to go cheat. I want y'all, my viewers and my supporters, to go ahead and help us out, do a little bit of research. We like to teach that as well, how to look for things. So go ahead and let me know what that movie was called that had the character Jesus Shuttlesworth in it. The story was based on Stephon Marbury's high school career and going off to college out of Coney Island. Anyway, back to Doc Rivers. Doc Rivers has a playoff record of 111 wins and 104 playoff losses. So as you can see, man, dude just doesn't get it done. He had a team in Boston that was hungry. You got to realize Kevin Garnett had left Minnesota to go to Boston after like 10, 11 seasons. Truth was getting close to retirement age. Ray Allen was still trying to prove that he's the greatest shooter in NBA history at the time. Back then in my era, it was him and Ray and Reggie Miller. Now they got a dude by the name of Chef Curry, Steph Curry. Uh, so who is also a remarkable shooter, by the way. But that's the last time Doc seen the championship was in 2008. You know what I'm saying? Um, the great Michael Wilborn of ESPN and legendary sports writer. We salute him. He's one of ours. But Michael Wilborn said, right now, as we get ready to enter into the NBA trade deadline, which is February 8th, teams are shaking up things. And he said that who has the most pressure on the team right now to take this team at least to the Eastern Conference Finals? And he didn't say it was Doc Rivers. He said that it's Giannis Antetokounmpo, the Greek freak, that has the most pressure because he complained the most this year about the fact that they're just not playing good defense. And so now you got a coach that comes on in that knows how to run the pick and roll, that likes to encourage players to play defense. I don't know if you really have that there right now. You got rid of one of your great defensive players. And I don't know. But at 30-13, I wouldn't be really complaining. I think it was very unfair that Adrian Griffin was let go. And then Doc Rivers just came sneaking into the back door. Yeah, I came sneaking into the back door because I want to coach and I want another chance at winning the championship that eludes me every playoff series. I can't stand it. He's annoying as hell. You know what I'm saying? I can't stand it, Doc Rivers. But yeah, to me, Doc Rivers is just overrated, man. So, that's what my thoughts are. And excuse me, my eyes are watering right now. But let me know what your thoughts are on the hiring of Doc Rivers to the Milwaukee Bucks. Go ahead and leave them a comment. Do you think Doc Rivers gets it done this time? People are speculating that if he can't get it done with the Milwaukee Bucks in this powerful uh, uh, five, you know what I'm saying? I was going to say front court, but this powerful five players on the Milwaukee Bucks, the starting five. You can't get it done with these guys who have proven to win a championship. But they won a championship in the last 3 years. If he can't get it done, this may be his last coaching opportunity in the NBA. I don't believe that. I think he knows somebody, or he might have done something to keep getting chosen to be a coach of an NBA franchise. You know what I mean? So let me know what you think of Doc Rivers, man. Go ahead and leave that in the comments. Can Doc pull it off one more time and take another team to the championship? Or will this be his 13th losing season while having a series lead in the NBA playoff series? You go ahead and let me know. While you're there, give me a big shout out. Let me know how you're feeling also. Make sure you leave a comment. While you're there, hit the like button because it's free. While you're watching, it's free. I ain't charging you a thing just to hit the like button. You know what I'm saying? And also, make sure that you share Coffee Talk Podcast. We appear 3 days a week. We are a variety show, so you're going to get something a little different each episode that we show throughout the week. Again, on Sunday, Monday nights, that's our cultural studies night. And our culture is so broad, you may get some poem, you may get some short stories, some readings, whatnot. But that's because we love to give props to our doctors, our lawyers, our scholars, our people, our ancestors, our poets, our authors. You know what I'm saying? We just love to give props to our people, and we love to give flavor. You know what I'm saying? Again, Wednesday, such as tonight, is our sports night. And again, we don't care about who won or lost a basketball game or a football game or whatever. We like to give you the different intricacies that goes on behind the scenes of sports when it comes to dealing with our athletes. And then on Friday, Saturday nights, that's our Grown Folk Social Hour. It alternates every week. We like to go ahead and bring in a guest. We like to play 10-question Q&A. Sometimes we like to do a little short reading on those days as well. And we just like to, let our hair down and enjoy our weekend after working such a hard week. Why y'all laughing at me? Because I don't have no hair? I can't let my hair down? I did. I Get it? All right, maybe I'll have to buy me a wig that I can throw at y'all when I'm disgusted. When I'm disgusted with Doc Rivers blowing another playoff series. Oh, I can't stand that he got that job. But anyway, that's my message with Doc Rivers. Let me know what y'all's thoughts are. All right, now going off into the final segment of the show, we're going to go ahead and give you a short reading. Why? Because we like to encourage our children, our elders, our people to read, read, read. Why? Because it stimulates the mind. It also helps with your vocabulary. You know what I mean? And it also helps for you to be able to process better what you're hearing, what you're comprehending, your verbiage, and it just makes for a soothing night when you just want to escape. Sometimes when you can't go on that train or that plane, but you want to get away, one of the best ways to get away is just by opening up a book, man. Let it take you wherever it wants to take you. So we definitely encourage literature here at Coffee Talk Podcast. We are the children, the star child of Reading Rainbow. If you never know what Reading Rainbow was, but it was a reading show uh, that was definitely fundamental to all kids that really enjoyed reading and stuff like that. So big shouts out to LeVar Burton and his Reading Rainbow. We are the star child. I like to say we are Coffee Talk Podcast. You know how it is. Excuse me. All right, so I got a short read. It's gonna last about 2 minutes for those with short attention span. All right, so sticking with the basketball theme, we're gonna read this short little story again, 2 minutes. It's out of a great book called 1001 Things Everyone Should Know About African American History by Jeffrey C. Stewart. So let's go ahead and jump right in. Basketball. The first full salaried pro team. The first full salary pro team. Robert J. Douglas, the father of black basketball, organized the Spartan Braves of Brooklyn, which became the New York Renaissance, the Wrens, in 1923. Douglas' talent and business sense enabled the team to survive until the late 1940s. The players earned anywhere from $800 to $1,000 per month and traveled annually in the spring through the South to play black college teams. On March 30th, 1932, the Wrens won their first World Professional Championship against an all-white squad, the original Celtics, beating them 37-34. In a rematch on April 3rd, the Wrens prevailed again, winning 30-23. The New York Renaissance was inducted into the Professional Basketball Hall of Fame in 1963. So big shout out to the New York Renaissance, also known as the Wrens, who were put together back in 1923. Big shout out. We salute them. What's your thought on that short story about the Wrens or the New York Renaissance? Let us know if you ever heard about them before. Have you ever heard about Robert J. Douglas and the father of black basketball, it says. You know what I'm saying? He was starting his own league. Big shouts out to Ice Cube as well for having the big three. We salute you. We look forward to after the NBA season to check y'all's league out again. I think it's going in the 7th or 8th year, man. So big shouts out to Q. Also, big shouts out to Q for his achievement award with the NBA Hall of Fame, man. They starting to recognize Q, and we're proud of you, man, and we got your back. Who is your favorite basketball team? I gotta always keep two. I like to rock two everywhere I go. So definitely a big Timberwolves fan. And my second team, uh, man, I'm like everybody else. I like players at this point. But my second team will be the Philadelphia 76ers. One is because I used to like White Boy Bobby Jones, Maurice Cheeks, Andrew Toney, Charles Barkley, Moses Malone. I used to like Philly, man, when I was growing up. And one of my favorite players in my top 10 of great players right now is Joe Embiid, of course. I'm a big fan of Iverson, of course. You know what I'm saying? So that's my second team is Philadelphia. But my number one team that I rock with is from my hometown, the Twin Cities. I like to rock with the Minnesota Timberwolves. You know what I'm saying? Who do you like to rock with? Go ahead and leave a comment. Let us know. All right. So with that being said, this was our sports night tonight, January 24th. I thank you for all of y'all turning in tonight to check us out. Again, make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe if you have the opportunity to do that. You can catch us on YouTube Live, or YouTube, I should say, and Facebook Live. We will be getting out to the other places. I don't like to rush though, you know what I mean? Because there's definitely you need to read those contracts before you go plastering your podcast everywhere, because you may not own your stuff after putting it on these platforms. You know what I'm saying? So that's just some advice from me to y'all. But other than that, man, let me know what your thoughts are on the NBA current season. Um, who are you rocking with right now? Leave it in the comments. So until next time, I'm gonna go ahead and hit you up with the universal peace sign. I would like to say peace to y'all. Peace, peace, peace. And may y'all sleep well and have a good night, man. Make sure that you enjoy the flavor. Again, tonight's flavor was black tea. What are you sipping on? Go ahead and let me know. But until next time, this weekend, we'll be back. It's going to be warm here in the Twin Cities. So if you come on up and enjoy yourself and stay sucker free. You know what I'm talking about? So until next time, see you soon.